Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today, right now, it is past midnight, so you know the ideas are flowing and the drinks not flowing, but we'll get it done anyway. So I wanted to talk to you about this fucking chat that I've been having with my friends this morning and the day before. So I'm in this mentorship group and there's a money room, and just in the money room, it was popping off yesterday because people were posting all their business wins for June, right? So, for example, signing a new client, making this from a gig. It's just like crazy. It was popping off, and there was this guy, and I met him in real life too. He's in Thailand, well, not anymore, but I met him in Thailand. Great guy, and it was the 1st of June, and he made like 14K. He made like 14K in a day, right? He made 14K in a day, because everyone in that room was just semi joking around, but also kind of serious. It's like who can get the furthest today, like who can make the most money today. Because then someone else posted they made like 3.2K in a day through coaching, and then someone else made like 4.5K, and the numbers were flying. It was going crazy. It's popping off. And then like smaller wins too, like 500 in a day, 700 in a day, I don't know, $70 in a day. Man, it was crazy. And it's going to keep going now because there's that one person, they started that trend, and then it's just really going to motivate everyone else to do it. And it motivated me a lot. Well, I hate using the word motivation, right? But it inspired me a lot, but it also kind of pissed me off. Not at him, not at anyone, but it's just pissed me off at the fact that I was thinking so small this whole time. Like, someone just made 14K in a day. Someone just made 14K in a day. Some of you guys, you're aiming for 10K a month, and someone's just made more than that in a single day. Okay? So, and I do understand maybe he's been doing this for a long time. He's been laying the foundations. He's been in business for years now. And you shouldn't compare yourself if you're new to someone who's maybe 5 years, 10 years in the game. I completely get that. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to think big. It doesn't hurt to 10x your goals, because what's going to happen is if you 10x them, what if you fail? Like, there's only a couple things going to happen. When you think big and you aim big, you're either going to hit that goal, which is great, or you're not going to hit that goal. But compared to being realistic, you're going to get way, way further, even if you missed that goal, compared to trying to be realistic and logical and rational with your goals and number crunching, right? You're going to get way further than if you were to just do that. Because let's say, the example, 10K a month. Let's say you were trying to aim for 10K a month this month. You would be trying to be realistic. What if you just 10X that? What if you just started thinking, okay, how can I start making 100K a month? And then let your subconscious do the rest. Let your imagination, let the universe, whatever you want to call it, fill in the blanks. Because you set that intention now of making 100K. Yes, you might not make it instantly, and it's very unlikely you will. But as I said earlier, what if you miss that goal, but you end up making 30K a month? So that's 3 times more than your original goal. And if you just, on the other side, if you were aiming for 10K a month and you fall short of that, then you'd be extra upset. You'd be extremely upset. So I hope that makes sense. You just gotta think big, right? Because there are people, and here's the thing, this is really what got me. He's a normal guy. He's just like any other person. Like, yes, he's smarter. He's got more business acumen. He's way more competent in many different areas of life. But if you go and meet that person, because I've met him in real life a couple times in Thailand, it's in this mentorship. There's like a Thailand room, and there's people that I've met through there, some great guys. And I met this guy, and he's doing very well for himself. But apart from that, apart from his accolades, he's just a completely normal person. He's a completely normal person. He's a great guy, very respectful. Will listen to you, has interesting stories. He's just a completely normal person. There's nothing special, not in a good way, nothing special about him. And I'm sure he'd be fine with me saying that, because it's like, I'm sure he realizes the same thing too. He wants people to realize that. He's like, nothing special about him. It's just he has had more time in the game, and he just put one foot in front of the other. Give me 1 second. No G.
I'll show you one video.
What did you want? Water. Go for it.
Crop that. To the morning.
See ya.
Keep playing or whatever.
You too. Okay, so anyways, boys and girls, just gotta watch you real quick. But you know, I was tempted of editing this, but I'll keep it in because why not? So anyway, he's just a completely normal person. Nothing special about them. Okay, so that's really the kicker here. You gotta realize, guys, there are people 10 times dumber than you with half your IQ, and yet they're making 10 times more than you. Think of influencers, think of certain YouTubers who, you know, I don't need to name names, but you can probably think of some. They're just pea-brained, but they're making bank, okay? Because they understand the basic laws of business, and they understand getting attention, they understand, you know, yeah, it's mostly an attention game, really. If you get enough attention, enough eyeballs, then no matter what you're selling, no matter what you're doing to make money, it's gonna start printing, okay? So there are people way dumber than you, and yet you're over here trying to be smart, trying to be you're over here trying to be smart, thinking you're smart. Because if you're so smart, then why aren't you printing money? Why aren't you making money, right? Use that to your advantage. Stop overthinking the steps. Just get a mentor, get the manual, get the blueprint out. Stop overthinking shit. And just do exactly what it says. And give it enough time too, that's the kicker. I mean, that's the main component. Give it time and just follow exactly what the blueprint is. And you'll find that you'll start reaching your goals. And you also got to think big too. If you have a big goal, you start following the blueprint, then it's only a matter of time until you hit it. Right? So, yeah, there's that guy. Made 14K in a day. He's a hard worker, and he's nothing special about him in a good way. And then there's another guy. I saw in the group chat, you know, 4.5K in that day yesterday. Fucking 3.2K. And here's another lesson I learned from that. It's if you number crunch it, if you actually break down the numbers to hit your goal, it's way less intimidating. It becomes way more achievable. I did this today actually. I took my goal and then I divided it by month. Then I divided it by week, down to the number of days I work, down to just turn it into a science, right? If your goal is 10K a month, that means you need to make in 2,500 every single week. And then if you're working 7 days a week, or I'm not gonna do the maths right now, but you just divide that by the number of days you're working, and then that's how much you need to make per day. Instead of thinking of, oh my God, I need to make 10K a month, you just break down the numbers, and then you realize, okay, I only have to actually make this amount per month. Okay, and then the next step is, what do I need to do to make that certain number every single day, right? And then the ideas flow in, let your brain start coming up with all sorts. You know, you can sell this coaching program, you can sell one-on-one calls, private calls with people, you can sell a little mini course, maybe it's a certain amount of sales you need to get, maybe a certain amount of commission. I don't know, but if you number crunch it, then the goal becomes 10 times easier. It no longer becomes a goal, it becomes a standard. Because now you're thinking, okay, if I don't get to the end of this day without hitting this number, then I've breached the standard and I'm behind track now. I'm off track now, right? I need to either push tomorrow much harder, or I need to figure out a way to get back on track and fix up, okay? So it becomes a standard, and when you have things as standards now, that's way different. It's a completely different ball game than if they were set as goals, right? Goals are simply aspirations that you hope to reach, but then if you set it as standards, you do not want to go below that no matter what, right? Us humans, we have to eat food, we have to drink, we have to do certain things, and we have our own standards too. We have personal standards, we don't breach them no matter what. So if you just set some of your goals, and this goes with money too, this goes with entrepreneurship, this goes with anything in life, you set something as a standard. If you go below it, you start to panic. And then now you start to really lock in and you get back up to that standard, okay? Simple physical, simple laws of nature, okay? So think big, raise your standards. There are people out there who are way dumber than you, making more money than you, and stop overthinking the process. Just do what's required and then report back with the findings and just keep going. Stay consistent, make sure you got enough time in the game, and yeah, surround yourself with people who make it really clear that it is possible. These things are possible. Had he not posted that in the group chat, that 14K day in the group chat, then yeah, I already knew him in person, but I knew it was semi-possible. But that really helped make it look like it was completely possible, because this is someone I can hit up and I can ask for help from with a touch of a few buttons. And he just made 14K in a day, right? So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.